Hi everyone! Everybody knows that heart diseases are very dangerous. First, many of them are hard to diagnose as they are asymptomatic in initial stages. Second, every year heart diseases kill more people than flu and cancer. We all know about the harms of alcohol and fatty food, and we all still consume them every day. Today, Big Progress team will remind you about harmful habits and foods that shorten our lives. Number 1. Alcohol abuse. From childhood, we're all taught that alcohol is bad, but many people still drink strong beverages every day. The main heart risk of alcohol is that it causes the surges of blood pressure, so at least reduce your consumption of alcohol to 1 portion a day. Number 2. Lack of sleep. Any kind of sleep problem is connected to blood pressure and the level of oxygen. If you snore or suffer from sleep apnea, pay attention to these symptoms, as they may lead to more serious heart-related conditions. Number 3. Sedentary lifestyle. It doesn't matter how often you exercise. If you spend 8 hours straight sitting at the computer, then you're prone to heart disease. To reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke, get up from your working place at least once in 2 hours. Number 4. Overeating. Overeating, just like alcohol abuse, is bad for the entire body, and cardiovascular system is not an exception. Number 5. Smoking. Too much is said about the harm of smoking. For heart in particular, it is bad because it affects oxygen levels and leads to blood pressure surges. And if you don't smoke yourself, be sure to stay away of the ones who do it to avoid so-called passive smoking. Number 6. Anxiety. Constant stress leads to sleep deprivations and irregular heartbeat, both of which increase the risk of heart attack. Number 7. Bad oral hygiene. What's the connection, you may ask? The body is a system in which all the parts are closely connected to each other. The harmful bacteria from the mouth may cause inflammation throughout the body, which is also a risk for the heart. Number 8. Excess salt intake. Well, the issue is not in the salt itself, to be precise, but in sodium, the excess level of which is especially harmful to the cardiovascular system. Number 9. Watching too much TV. This is no less surprising than oral hygiene, but if you think for a while, you'll understand that it's just the main part of sedentary lifestyle, which we discussed earlier. Number 10. Eating red meat too often. The main cause is a great cholesterol content, and the side cause is that red meat dishes often go with tons of salt. Number 11. Ignoring the symptoms of depression. Nowadays, depression is taken seriously by most people, and this is good news. The bad news is that this condition is usually accompanied by various cardiovascular diseases. Number 12. Convenience food overuse. Fast food, potato chips, canned food, and instant noodles are delicious but extremely harmful. Salt, cholesterol, no nutrients, artificial additives, preservatives, everything is bad about junk food. You'd better try to stick to Mediterranean diet full of sea fish and fruit. Number 13. Carbonated beverages. The main harm in them is sugar. Just remember that a single tin of a sparkly drink may contain up to 3 tablespoons of sugar. Number 14. Bad nutrition. We've already explained what you shouldn't eat. Now let's pay attention to something you should add to your daily diet. If you want to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, eat more nuts, whole grains, fatty fish, and fruit. And finally, number 15. Obesity. Obese people are at greater risk of cardiovascular diseases. Visceral fat is especially dangerous because it's hard to notice and to get rid of. Excess fat interferes with blood circulations and affects blood sugar levels. So measure your waistline regularly and go to gym if necessary. Avoid these habits, lead healthy lifestyle, and keep cardiovascular disease at bay. See you soon, dear friends.